Good afternoon, Coach. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. First of all, welcome back to Stellenbosch after taking part in the first block of the CAF A coaching license course. What was that experience like?
Yeah, I know. Firstly, it is nice to be back with the squad, but it was interesting and nice to be on course. You always want to keep on developing and improving our knowledge as coaches. So that was, something that I did gain. It's also nice to interact with other coaches from, the rest of South Africa and together as coaches, how we can grow our knowledge, improve as coaches, which ultimately the biggest aim is to just improve our football in South Africa overall. So very exciting experience and looking forward to the rest of the course in the upcoming months.
And then, Coach, you return ahead of a big league match against AmaZulu. How have preparations gone for that? What's the mood been like in camp?
Yeah, no, the mood is good. Obviously we're coming off, quite a decent sort of spell, being unbeaten, in our 5 last matches. So in my absence, people like Ruan, conditioning coach, as well as DDC coach Velios kept the team, ticking over. Some really good solid training sessions. Nice to be back just to start preparing for Saturday. Getting the team organised for which is going to be a very tough match. AmaZulu have shown this season that they're a difficult team to play against, difficult to score against. Their strikers have shown good form of late, having both scoring hat-tricks. We are in a good space. The mood is good. It's nice to have one of our players representing Bafana, being in the squad. So also nice to have Jaden back, who joined us today, back at training. And preparations are good. Looking forward to the game. Looking forward to a big week ahead for us as a football club, with a AmaZulu encounter followed up with the Cape Town Spurs on Tuesday, and then a big semi-final back in Durban against Richards Bay. So a lot to play for.
And then, Coach, coming into the weekend's match, obviously the team is on a 5-match unbeaten streak across all competitions, 4 wins, 1 draw. How important is it to build that sort of consistency and then to maintain it in a match like this?
Yeah, I think it's very clear that if you want to be successful as a team, as a club, consistency is the key. Our challenge is to keep that level of performance the way we have shown, every day at training and also during matches. So, we drew our last away game in the league against Chipper. We need to get back to winning ways. 3 points are a big opportunity for us on the weekend. So it's just really every day showing the consistency at training and making sure that we take that into our matches.
And then, Coach, lastly, between now and the end of the season or the end of the calendar year, 7, potentially 8 matches coming up. How important is it to start that sort of run with a positive result this weekend?
Yes, no, it definitely does help with a positive result. Obviously to then come back and play again Tuesday, and again, as you said, there's a lot of matches in the next couple of weeks. I think it's the importance of keeping focus up until our last match in December against Pirates away on the 29th. That obviously then we're going into AFCON and a nice break before we start and resume the league in February. So for me, it's about that focus, keeping the intensity, keeping the commitment at the right levels during this period, because it's a key period of the season in terms of wanting to end the calendar year in a good log position, and hopefully we can get into our first final, and if we do that, to go on and win the final.